Hey, thanks for watching. My name is Spencer with Computer Advantage, and today I'm back in our service department in the Sarasota location. I'm going to talk to you real quickly about a service we offer called Advantage Care Health Scan. Health Scan is a really small piece of software that can be installed on your computer, and it does great things to help monitor the health of your system so we can proactively help you take care of your system better. And it does many things. I just want to touch on a couple of them today. The first thing is it checks for malware. Every day in our service department, we have people come in and they have malware on the machines. And a lot of times it's just bogging down their machines and we have to remove that for them to get them back up and running. Another thing is it checks your backup status. And so the monitoring software, the health scan software, will proactively notify our Computer Advantage support team and let us know, hey, this computer hasn't backed up for a couple weeks. And so we can then again contact you and let you know, hey, your backup's not working, check all your connections, maybe unplug the drive, plug it back in, because you want to have a good backup. Because that leads us to a third thing I want to mention is hard drive integrity. Every day in our service department, just like malware, we see people coming with failing hard drives. And sometimes we're able to get that data, move it over to a new hard drive. Sometimes they have a backup, which we love to see. But sometimes customers come in and we cannot get their data, or it's going to cost them thousands of dollars to send it off to a data recovery center to retrieve that data, whether it's business data or just photos of your grandkids or your children. And so it's hard to have those conversations with people when there is no backup involved. And so what the monitoring software does with HealthScan is it'll let us know when your hard drive starts showing early signs of failure. We're going to take a minute and just walk through setting up HealthScan. You purchase it through our store. We're going to give you a little card that looks like this. It kind of gives you a little bit of information about HealthScan, but then it gives you the login information. And so we're going to walk you through a quick video of how to do that registration, and hopefully we'll be able to help you out and save you from a disaster. Okay, so to get started with HealthScan, we're going to take our registration card, which you'll get at our store, and we're just going to follow the instructions on the card, which is to go to machealthscan.com/enroll and enter this code. So let's get started. So we're going to open up our web browser and just go to machealthscan.com and /enroll, and it autofills since I've been here before. And so once it loads, we can see a very simple website, and you can follow instructions on the left-hand column. So first thing we're going to do is it's going to tell us to enter our name. So we're going to enter our name. And our email address. And then this code. So just type in this code. You don't need to worry about the dashes. The dashes will autofill for you. So once I have that code, oh, I did something wrong. There we go. Type it in right. So we know we had a bad code, so it was nice that it let us know that. And we'll just press continue. And what it does is it creates an installer for you, so this takes just a minute to do. You'll download the installer into your downloads folder, and then you'll install it pretty much like most programs on the Mac. So let's go ahead and click on Download Installer. You do have to have Mac OS 10.5 or newer, and an internet connection for all of this to work, of course. So it'll be in my Downloads folder. So I'll click on Downloads, and there it is, Health Scan, and that's just your activation code behind it, because it made a installer just for you, and that installer will be available on one computer or 3 computers depending on which package you bought of the HealthScan service. So this just walks you through the installer. You can read our privacy policy here, so we just click on that so you can see that real quick. So here's our HealthScan privacy policy, and basically it tells you what information is shared and then also what information is not shared or tracked. So we will not see anything from your screen, any keyboard activity. Basically, we're not going to see anything about your machine, just a report about itself. So it's just like if you go to the doctor and the doctor just says, okay, well, we found this, this, and this. It doesn't actually show anything else. And this is what we can do, and a few things we can't do. We do have a sample report as well. And so you can see this report. So that will give you a listing of everything that we can see. And so if there's anything on here that you don't want us to see, then you could just not install the software. But you can see that no personal information is shared. As mentioned earlier, the only thing we do know is your name and your email address because you entered that at registration. And that's so that we can contact you if we find something that is failing. So that's everything we can see. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out and get back to the installer. So our download finished, and so we're going to go to our downloads folder, which we have down in our dock, or if you don't, in Safari, at the very top of the Safari window, you'll have the downloads icon, and we can go there, and then we can click on the magnifying glass to bring us right to our downloaded package, which is the installer file. So I'll double click on that, and we'll continue on our way with our installer. We're going to install it on our hard drive, and we're going to click install. You're going to either type in your password, or if you have a new MacBook Pro with Touch Bar, you can use your Touch ID. So that's a great feature on the new machine. Saves time not having to type in that password every time, just like on your iPhone or iPad. So now the installation is successful. If you're running newer operating systems like Sierra, it'll automatically ask if you want to move it to the trash. So why don't we go ahead and do that, because we don't need this installer anymore because it's just a one-time install. And you can actually come back and re-download it later if you still have your activation code. So that's all you have to do. Within a few minutes, you will get an icon in your desktop or on your top menu bar and an icon in your system preferences. So we'll show that too. All right, so if you give it just a few minutes, the menu bar will show up, but we can go down to our system preferences first, and we can see that we have health scan in our system preferences. So this just gives you some basic settings. You really don't need to do anything here, but this is where the system preference lies. This is what actually got installed. And of course, you can always go to our health scan page to learn more about it, and you can also submit a request if you had something going on that you needed a question about related to health scan. We can answer that question through an online form. And so now the health scan icon has shown up in our top menu bar. So it's the little rectangle with a plus sign in the middle. And this gives you direct access to our health scan support page as well. So you can send us a comment right here. It also gives you access to our blog. Our blog has lots of great information, quick tips on using the Mac, iPad, iPhone, just general things about Apple products. And so you can learn things that you may not have known before about navigating, and just quick tips and other features that are available on your devices that you may or may not already know about. So quick access to our blog, which has lots of helpful information, and also just reminds us what the AppleCare phone number is in case if you do need phone support from Apple. That number is right there ready for you to go. And with this menu can change, we can update it as we have more useful information for you. We can update this for you. So that's just some quick access points right in your menu bar. So that's all you have to do to install the Health Scan monitoring app. It runs in the background for you, and if we notice you have problems, we'll send you an email and let you know what's going on. If we find detects malware, we'll let you know so that we can help you get rid of that. If you aren't backing up, we'll remind you to get that hard drive plugged in and backed up. And if something else is going on the machine that we can detect, we'll let you know, and hopefully early detection is the best medicine. When we installed this on our store computers, we actually found 3 hard drives failing. And so it was great because we were able to discover the problems and solve the problems. The owner's computer actually has a failing hard drive that we found that he did not know about. And again, it gives him a chance to get it backed up, get it replaced before he gets, that dreaded folder with a question mark at startup, and he's completely out of commission for a couple of days while his computer gets fixed. So it's really helpful, and we found it helpful here. We found malware on 1 or 2 of our machines as well. So even people that are experts have some things go wrong. Hard drives fail on us just like they fail for you sometimes. And this health scan really helped us out and saved us from some potential disasters.